Hey folks, just wanted to demonstrate a little bit of the Philosopher's Stone here and its onboard free transmuting properties. So one of the things obviously that they changed was that when the Philosopher's Stone is charged up, it's no longer a transmutation table. You have to do that separately, which is all cool and fine. It also no longer places down walls of things, which is also fine in my book, because I often found myself placing down walls of obsidian on accident, and then that took a good long while to fix. Alright, sorry about that headphone call. So at any rate, it does have some very nice little powers for after you've put down material, you can change it into other material with the right click, and I just wanted to go over those modes and show you what they do in a little bit more detail than Jen Boleyn did. Very helpful video of his. Just didn't quite go into these abilities. So there's different modes, like most things here. We've got a line, a panel, and a cube. And then, of course, there's the different charge levels. Those really just affect how big of the area it does. It still does it in the same manner. So, I've put up a little cube here of a 3x3x3 cube. And as you can see, when we're in a line mode with no charge, down here, no charge on the Philosopher's Stone, just completely uncharged. A line will do 3x3x1, only one deep, but it will always do 3x3. If you're looking down, you won't be able to see it as well, but if you're looking down, it will do it 3x3x3, or excuse me, 3x3x1, but down instead of that way. So that by 1 is in whichever direction you're looking. So it will turn stone, smooth stone, into cobblestone, and back again. And it will, if you hold down Shift, it will turn smooth stone or cobblestone into dirt and back into cobblestone. Or without holding Shift, it will turn dirt into sand. Now this can be helpful. You can see up there I have a glass box as my bedroom. I changed my mind about that. I had put down a cobble floor, and instead of tearing it up, I simply transformed the cobble into dirt and then into sand, and it fell, and that's why there's sand on the trees. But at any rate, let me turn my sound down. That's a little bit better. Yeah. Okay. Now, oh, one other note. All of these transformations, no matter which mode charge level you're using, are free. They do not use any fuel of any kind. It's just a feature of the Philosopher's Stone. Okay. So this is a line. 3x3x1. And let's go for a panel. Does, as you can see, 1x1x1 on first charge level. If we charge it up, there we go. It will do the same thing that default charge did of a line. So first charge of a panel will do 3x3x1 deep. And again, that's dependent on which way you're looking. So if you're looking down or looking up, it'll do that by 1. How deep it goes depends on which direction you're looking in. And then finally, let's back the charge level down here. And finally we have a cube. And again, on no charge, it will do 1 by 1 by 1. Okay, so that's all nice. The real power of this comes when you start charging it up. Single charge in a line it would actually do more than 3 by 3, but that's all the bigger my cube is. But it goes too deep now. Let's see how far out it will go. There we go, that's what I was trying to accomplish. Okay. So, line. In a line. Okay, so looks like a line is always 3 by 3 by, and that's what your charge does, is it makes it deeper. Okay, so in a line at first charge level, not default charge, but first charge, one step, we'll do 3 by 3 by 2. Let's toggle that back, charge it up one more level. This is the second charge level. Okay, now we're doing 3 by 3 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we do 1 deep, 2 deep, 5 deep. Well, at least 6, 7, 8. Let's see if it's actually going farther out here. Okay. Having some navigating problems here. Sorry about that. Well, that was bad. So what happened there was I forgot to hit shift while it was on there, and it turned to sand instead of... And look, you know what? We're going to edit that part of the video out. Okay, so obviously talking and building at the same time are not my specialty. I've accomplished what I was trying to do before when I kept falling in the water, which was to put out a measuring stick here. Now then, we were trying to figure out how deep this thing goes. So transmuting in a line at... We were at the third tier. So that's 10. So, oops. There I go in the water again. Okay, so it'll do 10 deep. And finally, at maximum charge, transmuting in a line will do 3 by 3 by 17. It's a bit weird that it's not 16, but let's see, that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay, well, it is 17. So 3 by 3 by 17 for maximum charge of in a line. And it is getting dark. I am going to go to sleep now. Okay, we're back. It's the next day. And, okay, so line does 3 by 3 by 17 at the max deep. And again, you can turn that into dirt if you wanted to. And I won't show it. I won't show it, but you could also turn that into sand if you wanted to, just by right-clicking. I'm going to shift right-click, turn this all back into cobble, and then just right-click without the shift, turn it back into smooth stone. Okay, so backing down on our charge level here, let's go to panel. In a panel with no charge, oops, does one by one, we already knew that. With single level of charge, we'll do only 1 deep, but 3 by 3 on first charge. And only 3 by 3, so 3 by 3 by 3, or 3 by 3 by 1. Increasing the charge level increases how wide it gets, and how deep it goes, apparently, since that is not now, yeah. Okay, so it must do a 5 by 5 panel then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah. So second charge with panel, we'll do a 5 by 5 by 1. Always 1 for panel. And then let's see, second charge, we'll do 7 by, presumably 7, although I don't have it built 7 tall, but we know it's building in a square. So 7 by 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 9 by 9. Again, always only by 1 deep. So this is a great way you can put it up. You know, dirt is a lot faster to mine than stone is. So you can take your shovel and mine your dirt, throw up your wall, and then hit it with that panel transmutation, and boom, you have your cobblestone wall or whatever you want. Okay, one last mode here, and that's cube. Once again, no charge, produces 1 by 1 by 1. First charge, boom, 3 by 3 by 3, all the way around. And it just gets bigger from there. So I'll start it here. Huh. Okay. Let's start it on the measuring tape. There we go. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So this will transmute in a cube. Presumably stepping up the same way that the panel did. Yep, now we're at 7 by 7, and 1, 2, 3, yeah, 9 by 9. If it were actually set up that way, you'd be able to see it was a 9 by 9 cube of cobblestone, dirt, whatever it is. Now, it should be noted that it stops, it filters. So you'll see that although the stone that was down there got turned to cobblestone, and this stone got turned to cobblestone, the dirt, which also should have been transmuted, was not. So it filters it based on what your starting block is. Now, if I were to shift click, it's now transformed it all into dirt, or grass, depending on if it's exposed to light or not. And now if I shift click, it will turn this grassy area down here, which was not transformed before, will be if I shift click, because it then matched the filter block. But you'll see that the sand here did not get transformed. It should have been, but it did not, because it did not match the filter. So that's the transmuting power of the Philosopher's Stone. It is very easy to gather your resources now, because if you want to build your tower or structure or whatever out of stone or cobble, smooth stone or cobblestone, you can gather dirt, build it, and then smack it to your liking with your Philosopher's Stone. Anyways, I hope this was helpful, and I hope this helped explain the line, which is always 3 by 3, but longer based on charge level. Default is 1 deep. First charge is 2, then 5 and 10, and then finally 17 at maximum charge. I'm not sure why you would want to do that, but you know, whatever. I guess if you needed a lot of sand, you could set up 9 torches on the ground, you know, and then look up and transmute all your stone into dirt into sand, and then quickly move out of the way. And 17 by 9 would fall worth of sand, whatever that is. You'd have a lot of sand. I guess that's a really quick way of gathering resources. There you go. And then you can build with the sand and then transmute it all into whatever you need. So line does nice and long, but always 3 by 3. Panel will only ever do 1 deep, and it will do 3 by 3, 5, 7, and 9. And then cube is the same, except as panel in terms of measurements. Instead of only doing 1 deep, though, it will do the same deep as it does wide.